Mukumasa. I need to bow to this goddess, god, deity, honor, respect for the masculinity, Mukumasa. Yes, you are the great teacher that brought you here to teach me masculinity. Actually, Amanda, what's his? I forget names. The Chilean. He was the one who brought masculinity. Masculine vibes. True masculinity. Not mutilated masculinity. Mutilated by the jujus. The jujus. The terrible juju people. This is my kung fu teacher. My masculine teacher. This is the other side. These two. They fight. They fight. Or actually she keeps the masculine in check. This is Tao. Feminine. But weak? No. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Watch this. He keeps him in check. Yes. Bow to the feminine. She is the mother. The mother of all. Come here. Good job, Tao. Come here, Tao. Come here, Tao. Tao. Oh. And they all come out. Future teachers. So yeah, you're welcome to the Cat Monastery, where we learn, we respect nature. The best teachers, cats. Cats are the best teachers of nature, how to be our natural selves. Free from their brain poisoning control, right? That's always been the problem with men. They conquer and then they control babies. They teach babies bullshit. They mutilate babies' penises. The Jews. I am a Korean Jew. They Jewed me. I got Jewed, circumcised when I was a baby. Got infected. You know, they're slaves to money, so if you're a slave to money, you have to join one of their cults: Christianity, Judaism, Islam. That's where people survive off of money. My grandparents used to, or my grandparents, right? I'm talking about pre-Westernization, pre-colonialism. They used to live off the land. But then they got pulled away from that and told to go into cities where they have to wear uniforms, Western shirts, and clothes. Y'all want to learn why I'm here in Brazil naked, spitting a stick? Y'all want to learn why I'm here in Brazil, away from all my family and friends, pretty much ignored by all my family and friends. They've all, I guess, they see me as right? They have nice jobs, trying to have a retirement fund, trying to have kids go to the best universities, competing to own homes in the best cities. And I'm here naked, spinning a stick, studying cats. You understand? Sometimes it's awkward. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Hitting myself in the head sometimes. I'm a grown man playing with a stick. And I'm studying. I'm studying why there are lots of people in China, places that haven't been colonized. Like my home country has been colonized. In the mountains that have existed for several thousand years. So why do they think I'm crazy? Because I say stuff like, clothes were invented by criminals. Couldn't grow food, so they invented clothes. Not as a way to protect themselves from the heat, the cold. But as a way to create the worldwide pedo industry that we live in. We live in a worldwide pedo industry is what it comes down to. A world that has created or world that breeds, it's a breeding farm of men attracted to children for sex. And people that have to buy clothes and be a slave to religion in order to be protected. That's what the Catholic Church is. It's a way to breed and control them to not pedo. It breeds them and then controls them. It breeds them by forcing us to lose, and then be thirsty to see skin, right? And become so thirsty they so thirsty to see skin they go to very evil and dark places where they start to want to consume flesh, literally eat. That's what religions used to do. You can Google it. You think you're drinking grape juice and eating a bland wafer? Where do you think that comes from? For thousands of years, these death cults have been eating babies, breeding people that love to fetishize, perverse concepts of young flesh, consuming young flesh. You know what? Pick up a stick at home. I think a lot of what I say doesn't make any sense to anyone. Because the body is not receptive to it. You know, the mind and body are not two separate things. The mind here and the body here, it's the same thing. And when they train you to sit in a desk like billions of other kids, to wear uniforms and sit in a desk like billions of other kids, your brain is locked in that rigid position and you can't understand anything beyond the mindset of desk people. Clothes-wearing desk people literally do not understand the meaning of my words. So moving, I learned that everything has a good and bad. Alright? I learned how fluid the body is supposed to be. It's not meant to be in a gym like this, lifting weights. Our body's meant to be fluid. So there's a feeling that feels really good. By taking this stick and moving it. Well, Pumasa is out. Let's go. Enough of me. I'm just trying to show everyone we need to be naked again, but not to say my naked body is amazing. I'm trying to show, like, even, you know, it's flawed. This is the body of an office worker, right? I've been raised as an office worker, slave, like billions of other slaves. And I've only been spending a few years reconnecting with nature, trying to undo decades of anti-nature, Judeo-Christian, religious. This is it. 5 years out. So this is 5 years out. Just imagine, you know, another day or so is all I'm trying to say. And it'll be a beautiful, just like you. Well, maybe not just like you, but you know, I'll be doing what the Egyptians practiced, which is trying to be more cat-like. That's all the ancient Egyptian spirituality was saying by constructing those monuments to cats, is saying, hey everybody, consciousness can be achieved by emulating, studying cats, because they are the most independent, free-thinking animals out there. They're not going to be trained in like dogs, right? Humans are like dogs. Men, we can be brain poisoned to be soldiers and work animals. Cats, no. Cats are the most free-thinking animals out there. So we gotta study them. How are they free-thinking? First of all, cats never wear clothes. I hate when I see people put clothes on their cats. And you can see when cats are wearing clothes, get this shit off me. When you move, you realize there's a feminine and a masculine part of the movement. Every movement. Like mudras is what they call it. Right now I'm in a feminine, or attempting to be, a feminine mudra. Striking a vulnerable pose. Right? Well, I'm trying to put myself in a vulnerable pose. This is a pose. What does this evoke from you? It evokes like this is not a normal pose. When you see a cat about to enter, the cat is giving off like you've got me twisted, tilted, right? That's the urban slang. Got me tilted. Communicating, but at the same time it's entering. It's like a bow, you're pulling back in order to whoo. So feminine, pulled back all the way feminine in order to back to feminine. Right? You understand this? Are you following me? Whoa. This is the masculine mode. Whatever's right here, obliterate it. It doesn't matter if sharpened sword or blunt stick. Grabbed off the ground. Whatever's right here, absolutely obliterated. Demolished. Masculine is destruction. But it's not like I can destroy things by constantly. There's no force living life like this. A lot of people exist in a state of, I'm going to be so masculine. They have no force. Because they don't. If you want to be masculine, you gotta create the polarity. Right? Like if you understand electronics or water, you have to create a charge. You can't just live like this as a masculine person. You gotta get into feminine. You gotta pull back into the feminine, to a vulnerable state. Fluidly, just releasing it, right? Like a bow. Caught and. But here's the key. After you've released destruction, the biggest problem is, if I release this destruction, it's going to keep going and hit me. If I just unleash, eventually it's going to come back and hit me. That's a lesson. You should understand the deep spiritual understanding of blowback, political wars, all of that. Creation of bombs that are just nuclear. They don't understand. You can bomb a place, but now the ground, everything is nature is destroyed. Right? You take the logic of if I can't have one can. Those people are zombies then. And yeah, I'm going through my process to learn that as well. I'm not super smart. Look, I'm wearing. This is my step towards anti-consumerism because these last 10 times longer than any other Nike or whatever. And but it's not the end solution, right? It's still part of that system. It's my transition towards. So I gotta train myself to use my feet again. And as soon as I do, oh wow, I feel so much more real. I can feel the ground beneath my feet skin. I can actually feel the earth. Every movement has a feminine and masculine. And that's what Taoism is all about. Understanding the two sides. Everything has a polarity between two. But anyways, yeah. If I want to destroy evil doers that are trying to enslave me and my community, I want to masculinely protect my community, my mind, my freedom. I cannot just do it with this. I have to have first a feminine pose. It's vulnerable. Vulnerable yet loaded up with power, right? So here I'm twisted up, and me loving football was all about me connecting with my ancestry. I realized I love that feeling of taking a. I need to find a football. I have coconuts. Taking a football and torting and getting that core whirl. And that's what Tai Chi is all about. Kung Fu, all about building this core power. And since practicing it, I feel my mind is getting a lot sharper. I can actually speak my thoughts. Before I was like, I want to eat with what do you call Victor. Feminine is the feminine. Masculine this part was the masculine. Is feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. And really go feminine here. Really. Feminine. Feminine. Masculine. Back to feminine. Alright. Very vulnerable here. This is quick. Very like I imagine any perverted person would be able to come up to me at this point and start trying to take advantage of me. Alright, this is a very feminine, vulnerable position. And I fly out of that. Alright. Masculine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. We talk about gender fluidity. Yeah. This is what gender fluidity is. True gender fluidity. The fake gender fluidity is the ones where they teach boys to act like girls to act like boys, and then hunker down in that. All right. These are rigid people who have been indoctrinated into an identity. I was born feminine, I'm gonna be masculine. I'm gonna pay money and I'm gonna demand everyone respect that I'm masculine. Or vice versa. I'm masculine, now I'm gonna be feminine. My name is not Tom anymore, it's Bridget. Respect that. We spend our whole lives as a warrior to not be fluid. And at the same time, they preach that they're fluid because they did one switch. These LGBT believe they were born men, and then at 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever, they realize they want to be feminine. They make one fluid switch, and that's it. No more. Get surgery, finalize it, and then I am trans. I switched. Now everybody respect that. And they spend the whole life as a warrior for that. You don't need to give money to the medical industry that is run by the Adam and Eve cult. You're supposed to just be fluid every day. One day I'm very feminine, one day I'm very masculine. One day I just want to relax and lay and read. The other days I want to box. We don't have to make declarations. I am a he, she, them, her, blah, blah, her. What is that? All these robots who don't know. Study Taoism. Yeah, gender fluidity is real fluidity. Real fluidity is not making one transition. It's transitioning every second. Constantly transitioning. Constantly moving. Constantly being one day I'm a man, one day I'm a woman. Like 1 hour I'm a man, 1 hour I'm a 1 hour I'm a man, 1 hour I'm a woman. From 1 hour to the next. Every time I hug a cat, I'm being womanly. I'm being feminine. Alright? When I first had a cat, I had a girlfriend named, not even a real girlfriend, but a girl named Jenny, and very much didn't understand cats at all. Very much a dog person. Dog are very slaves, right? Dog people are slaves. So slaves don't have free minds. She's like, why do you have a cat? Why don't you get a dog? I'm like, why do I have to be a masculine dog? I would much rather have a companion that I can snuggle with and sleep with my head against as a pillow. A dog's kind of dirty. You can clean your dog a lot, keep it indoors. Then that's not a dog, that's a personal slave. Cats are auto-cleaning, right? They understand how to clean. I'm like, me. I'm a dog. Look at this place. Is this thing still on? Did it run out of batteries? I think it's running out of batteries. Yeah. Alright, let's close it up then. Yeah, anyways. I'm gonna show and this lesson in Kung Fu by showing others. I'm only teaching what they teach me. This is the master. We bow, we honor, like the ancient Egyptians used to do. We learn what messages they have to convey to us from nature and the universe. We all know cats are not from this planet. They are creatures that understand they are billions of years old. Even though they say cats are a species, they existed for only 3 million years. We all know their makeup, their the atoms within them come from the stars. And their genetic markers saying no, they're 3 billion years. That's superficial. Genetic markers are superficial. We're all starlights. That's all we are. Light slowed down vibrationally. I'll see you guys later. Again, learn movements. You'll learn that every movement has a feminine and a masculine. And then you can learn how to be fluid between the both, between your femininity and masculinity, and become more divine when you bring those two polarities under control. Not be a slave to one or the other. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. 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 Every movement. Everything has a masculine and feminine. Good, bad. Everything has good and bad. Everything has creation and joy and destruction and hate. Alright? He is not stuck in any one. When you get stuck, that's your identity. You become a robot. You become a slave to that identity. Masculine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. Feminine. Masculine. It's so much more fun to live life moving between masculine and feminine. Masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine. Look how beautiful it is. Feminine, look how beautiful this is. This is what you're. Why is it beautiful? Because without even understanding, your eyes are like, your brain is like, it's beautiful. But subconsciously, it's telling you you should be doing this as well. Not just this actual movement, but whole life. Learning how to swing yourself with force and fluidity between feminine and between good and evil. Alright? Do good and do evil. But don't get stuck doing one or the other, because you will figure out that when you thought you were stuck in good, you were actually deeply creating a whole rebranded evil. Yeah? Christians are a bunch of people that left the evil Jewish religion to create a good religion called Christianity. Same with Muslims. They all left Judaism, that was evil, slave, addicted to slavery. They love slave and sacrifice, and believe that their people are better than everyone else in the world. So they left it and created Christianity and Islam, and then they developed the same mindsets after just a few generations. Christians and Muslims also did a lot of slavery. I mean, slavery of women. All women in these religions are slaves. They're taught they need to be obedient in order to be protected from rapists. But who are the rapists? They're people that were breeded within the religion themselves. The religion provides a problem, breeds rapists, and then it says on this, hey, we'll save you. We'll save you from the rapists. Put on clothes, obey, 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 and you won't be raped. We'll marry you to you'll be property to one man. He'll protect you, and the law will protect you. So that's the rule. Be obedient. Listen to your husband. So every once in a while, my body gets stuck, and I have to try to figure out where is it not fluid? Where in my mind am I getting stuck? And it's usually because, I'm trying to be masculine. Or I'm being masculine too much. And I gotta work that out and let myself flow to the feminine. Knowing that I will, in fact, circle back to be masculine, right? But there are times where I'm right? And same thing, when I'm in my feminine mode, I need to figure out what's causing resistance to being masculine, to destroy me, right? Alright, that's going. I could keep going forever, but that's Cat Monastery Kung Fu class number 1 for you all. Join me on this journey. Again, I'm not trying to be, Chinese Kung Fu, Buddhist, Shaolin school teacher. Those teachers have a lot to teach us, but at the same time, they've been corrupted, right? As time goes on, everything has a masculine and feminine, right? Everything has a life and death. And a lot of these schools there's a bad side as well. Everything has a good and bad side, right? So, a lot of times we just have to study them, but learn it yourself, right? So a lot of these movements, I watch them and I emulate, but I'm studying them myself. Like exactly how everything as within, so below, you know, as above, so below. This idea of sacred geometry that exists in a flower is the same that exists on the solar system, or the, you know, every galaxy has this spiral of stars that exists in the same spiral of flowers. And these movements are what we to understand everything, right? It solves everything. Thank you for existing, being part of my journey. I hope you all can come to the cat monastery one day and we can practice together. Practice other with sticks to entertain our cat overlords. My old cat has found a new place to nap. And has a little bit of concern, but she is getting old. And she has earned the right to do whatever she wants. Especially with regards to how she wants to grow old and die. So I believe she's getting closer and closer to nature. She left. She doesn't sleep with me in my bedroom anymore. It's been several months of that. She's been slowly teaching herself to be more in nature, like me. Even sleeping outside in the wind, I'm like worried, like, isn't she cold out there? She doesn't want to spend time in my bedroom. I was taking it personally, like, oh, she's dissing me. No, I think she's just getting and wants to prepare herself for the transition back to nature. Just like me. Just like me. Just like you.